You're watching Bionic Dance. Don't run on automatic, instead, please think.
Does evil disprove atheism?
Of course not. But then again, it doesn't exactly disprove God either. Not exactly. Let's do this. Greetings, fellow space travelers, Bionic Dance here, and today we're looking at the 1-minute apologist and the good old problem of evil. Fortunately, the 1-minute apologist is the 1-minute apologist. I'm not sure I could stomach much more than that. So, let's get right to it.
Many times atheists put forth the argument for evil as if it somehow disproves God, but evil cannot disprove God. Why? Because there'd be no such thing as evil unless there was good, and there'd be no such thing as good unless God existed, in an objective sense anyway.
Okay, right off the bat, we're as wrong as can be. First of all, good and evil do not exist in the sense that he's proposing. It'd be far more accurate to say that there's sucks and doesn't suck, that there's this is awesome and do not want. Because let's face it, nobody quite agrees on what's good and what's bad. Those are entirely subjective judgments based on each individual's personal perspective and context. Best example? Homosexuality. I'm a lesbian myself, and I dig homosexuality like a backhoe. I think it's just awesome. But then you get religious people who say that it's the evilest thing ever and God hates us all. Now don't go pretending that's not opinion and perspective based. Now, let me ask you this. Would you say that it's bad, wrong, or evil to repeatedly stab someone through their skin and use those hooks to suspend them from the ceiling? Sounds pretty awful, doesn't it? Well, guess what? Some people absolutely love it. Again, that's opinion-based, subjective, based entirely on personal context. And don't get me started on this objective sense garbage. If something is opinion, it's subjective. And if God is declaring, deciding what's good and what's evil, that's his opinion, his perspective on the matter. He doesn't get to make what's good and what's evil objective. To be objective, something cannot be decided by somebody. It cannot be their perspective. That's what the division between objective and subjective is. That's where the line is drawn. I realize you Christians want your God's rules and laws to be absolute, but if we're to have a rational, intelligent conversation, we're going to have to agree on some terminology, and you're using objective incorrectly.
So evil doesn't disprove God. Evil may prove there's a devil out there, but it doesn't disprove God because evil is necessary, or I should say good is necessary for evil even to exist.
And this is incorrect too, because it assumes that good and evil are a purely binary set. But there are shades of gray here. Surely someone deliberately stomping on your foot isn't exactly nice, but you can hardly compare it to Nazi concentration camps now, can you? So evil would not require good to exist, not if everything had just a little bit of bad in it. So evil does not require good, nor does good require evil. This is, however, a purely philosophical argument. His logic is faulty, and that's all I'm pointing out here. I am not in this argument making a statement about the real-world existence of either condition.
In fact, I think C.S. Lewis put it this way. He said, the shadows prove the sunshine. In order to have shadows, you have to have sunshine. Oh, you can have sunshine without shadows. You can have good without evil, but you can't have evil without good. You can't have shadows without sunshine.
And that's not true either, for what is darkness if not pure shadow?
So if evil exists, it's going to sound funny, but if evil exists, God exists. Not the other way around. I think it's quite obvious that evil exists. If that's the case, atheism is false.
Which is even worse logic than before. As I pointed out, there is no reason to say that good or evil actually exists. There is only personal opinion on whether something is pleasant or awful. Objective good and bad is a contradiction in terms. But even if evil exists, he assumes that his God or his enemy is responsible for it, and he has no evidence of that. But even more so, the Christian claim is that God is all-knowing, all-loving, and all-powerful. That means he'd know about evil, would care enough to stop it, and would be powerful enough to do so, yet he does not. So the existence of evil would not disprove God, but it would disprove the Abrahamic God. However, if the claim were that God is flawed, that he is not 100% perfect, he'd be a lot more difficult to disprove with the problem of evil. In fact, if God could occasionally be thwarted, if every now and then a little bit of evil got past him, the problem of evil goes away entirely. You Christians disproved your own God by making him just too damn powerful. Chew on that. And his claim that if evil exists, atheism is false is simply ludicrous. Evil doesn't exist. If it did, it wouldn't require a god or a devil, so we're right back to square one on the question of God's existence. Atheism still has the upper hand because religion is still trying to prove God's existence with argument rather than evidence. And I'm spent. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is Bionic Dance saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please think.